Welcome. Today we have a vigorous practice. Do what you can do. Don't take yourself too seriously. See how you can relax in your postures. So come to child's pose with me. I'll start my watch. Come down to your knees. Scoot back toward the back of your mat. Spread your knees wide. Bring your toes together and stretch your arms out on your mat in front of you. Maybe your head comes to the mat. Option to put a block or two blocks nearby. When you go into child's pose, if it's not comfortable to come all the way down, maybe you sit on a block behind you or put a block under your feet. Let your lips close. Begin listening to the sound of your breath. Think about finding ways to relax as you practice. Coming back to the breath in each posture, in each movement. Letting your breath guide you. When you feel yourself getting short of breath, slow down and go deep into the posture. Find ways to relax. Rise up into table. Wrists under shoulders. Let your chin come to your chest, and then begin to move your ear to your shoulder. Slowly taking deep breaths as you warm up your neck. Now come to neutral, curl your toes under. On your inhale, lift your hips tall, settle into your downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet, enjoy the stretch up the back of your legs. Soften into this posture, no straining, no pulling. Sinking your chest down. Lifting your hips tall. Pausing to stretch. One heel toward the earth. And then maybe the other heel toward the earth. Now lift them both and lower your heels, stretching them back. Maybe they touch, maybe they don't. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, press heels back. One more. Inhale, lift heels up. Exhale, settle them back down. Pause there. Reposition as you need to. Relax your neck. Shake yes. Shake no. And then begin to slowly tiptoe your toes up to meet your hands. Once you arrive, bend your knees so that your chest rests on your thighs. Hold on to your elbows and let your head hang. Shake it yes, shake it no. Relax. Let gravity take over. Feel the release in your low back and your neck. And then release your hands down. Bring your palms or fingertips to the earth and then slowly lift your hips. Maybe straightening or bringing your legs toward straight. Then exhale, lower, bend your knees. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower your hips a few inches. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. From here, slowly begin to round up one vertebrae at a time, letting your shoulders, neck, and head come up last. Bring your shoulders up to your ears. Big inhale and exhale, drag them down your back. One more time. Inhale, round them up towards your ears. Exhale, drag them down your back. Reverse, inhale, lift them up towards your ears, and then exhale, lower down. One more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower them down. Again, stand up tall, press down to your feet, and exhale, let your chin come to your chest. Inhale, lift your left ear to left shoulder. Exhale, back through center. Inhale over to the right. And then breathing at your own pace, roll your head side to side. Deep breaths, belly up and in. And come back to center. Press down to your feet. Inhale, reach your hands overhead, upward salute. Exhale, slowly forward fold. Let your head hang. Inhale, fingertips slide up, shin, spine long. Exhale, forward bend. Plant your palms, step your right foot and your left foot back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower your knees, hug your elbows in, lower all the way to earth. Inhale, head, neck, and shoulders lift. Exhale, lower, curl your toes under. Inhale, table. Exhale, down dog. Take one breath. Inhale, look to your hands, bend your knees, step your left foot forward. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, press through your feet, rise all the way up, upward salute. Exhale, come right back down through center. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step your left foot back to plank, right foot joins. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga, lower your knees, hug your elbows in, lower all the way to earth. Inhale, Bhujangasana, cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press up to table. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Inhale, bend your knees, look to your hands. Step right foot forward, left foot joins. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands rise up, upward salute. Exhale, palms go through heart center, all the way back down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, step the right foot back to the left. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga, lower your knees if you like, or just lower halfway. Inhale, roll over feet. Upward facing dog, knees lift, eyes engage. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Hips tall, chest sinks. Inhale, gaze goes to fingers, knees bend, left foot steps forward, right foot joins. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way back up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step your left foot back, right foot joins. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga, lower halfway or all the way if your knees are down. Inhale, up. Dog. Exhale, roll over feet. Downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Inhale, settle in. Deep breaths. Hips lift a little taller. Heels press a little lower. Find a way to relax in this posture. Soften your shoulders, soften your neck. Bend your knees, look to your hands. Inhale, and on your exhale, step forward. Feet meet hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. palms to heart center. Let's move on. Inhale, fingers rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step your right foot back, runner's lunge. Hips sink. Inhale, runner's lunge. Exhale, straighten or move towards straight with your front leg. Pyramid variation. Inhale, shift back forward, runner's lunge. From here, plant your palms, and on your inhale, send your left leg tall for three-leg dog. Once you arrive, sink your right heel down toward the earth. Bend your left knee and open your hip. Press away evenly with your hands. Deep breaths. Relax into your posture. Deep breaths. Shoulders square to the front of the mat. Inhale, send your leg back long, square off your hips. Exhale, shift forward, knee to chest. Step your left foot through, runner's lunge. From here, lower your back knee, and on your inhale, lift your hands up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, lower your hands back down, lift your knee, get steady on your feet, and step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, palms to heart center. Let's do the other side. Inhale, fingertips rise, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step your left foot back. Runner's lunge. Inhale, hips forward and down, knee over ankle. Exhale, shift back, straightening or towards straight your front leg. Exhale, take another inhale, then inhale forward. Sorry, my inhales and exhales are being crazy. Here you are. Plant your palms, send your right leg back, three-leg dog. Anchor through your left heel, bend your right knee, and open your right hip. Press away with your hands. Your shoulders are even, and weight is even in your hands toward the front of the mat. Deep breaths. Straighten that back leg. Take a big inhale. On your exhale, shift forward. Place your foot between your hands. Lower your back knee. Inhale, rise up. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Exhale. Bring your hands to frame your foot. Lift your back knee. Get steady. And then step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale, fingertips rise up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step back into plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower your knees. Everyone lower your knees. Lower all the way to earth on an exhale. Inhale, Bhujangasana, Cobra, chest forward and through. Exhale, lower, curl your toes under, and press yourself all the way back to child's pose. On your inhale, shift back forward to Cobra, to Swan, by lifting your toes behind you. Chest forward and through, neck long. Exhale, back to child's pose. Big inhale as you press forward for Swan. Toes lift behind you. Big back bend, pressing away with your hands. Exhale, child's pose. Couple more like that. Inhale, Swan. If you get a cramp in your hamstring, you might be normal. Exhale, child's pose. One more. Inhale forward for Swan. Someday our toes will touch our head, and exhale back to child's pose. On your next inhale, rise back up, curl your toes under. Here we are at plank. You can press up to down dog or come with me for a vinyasa. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga, lower with knees up or down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Deep breaths. Let your chest sink. Find a way to relax in this posture. Where can you relieve tension and pressure? Maybe your neck. Maybe your shoulders. Maybe your legs. Bring your toes together. Inhale, right leg rises. Take another inhale. Exhale, shift forward. Right foot comes between hands. Lower your back heel, rise up, warrior one. Get steady on your feet. Right knee over right ankle, left foot with pinky edge pressing down into the mat. Take an inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower your left arm under your right, left foot back, left arm under, lift your elbows. Press your forearms away. Press your elbows together. Square off your shoulders and hips toward the front of the mat. Take a couple of deep breaths. Inhale, release your hands back up. Exhale, frame your foot. Send your right leg up. Three-leg dog. Bend your knee again. Open your hips. Press away with your hands. Here comes our big move of the day. On your next inhale, shift forward so that your shoulders are over your wrist. Stay right here, or go back to down dog, or drop your right foot behind you. Turn your navel to the ceiling and open up your right arm for wild thing. Rock star. Here's your caution. Make sure your shoulder is directly over your wrist to relieve pressure. Take one more breath, or stay here for a couple more breaths, and we'll all go to down dog in a second. Now, to come out of this, put your hand back down on the mat, lift your right leg back to three-leg dog, and then lower down to downward facing dog. Nice. Pause there. We have one more big move. Are y'all ready? Bring your toes together. On your next inhale, lift your right leg tall again. Take another inhale. On your exhale, shift forward. Right knee comes to left elbow. Send your right foot out long behind your left arm. Pause there and breathe, feeling that stretch through your right hip. Or set your left foot down flat on the mat and lift your left arm up for a fallen triangle. Again, your wrist needs to be directly under your shoulder to protect your shoulder. Take another inhale up, and then exhale, lower your hand, bring your knee back to your elbow, send it back up for three-leg dog. Exhale, lower back down to downward facing dog. Pause here or come with me for a vinyasa. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga, lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lower your knees. Come to child's pose, knees apart or together. Take a little recovery break. Deep breaths. Let your heart rate come down. Let your breathing slow down. Maybe if that bothered your wrist, rotate your wrist. Always have the option to make a fist instead. And anytime there's anything weird you want to do, if you just watch or then go to downward facing dog, make those count. From here, come back to table. Curl your toes under. Lift your hips up tall to the sky. Pause there and downward facing dog. Bring your toes together. On your next inhale, slide your left toes back for three-legged dog. Anchor your heel. On your next inhale, lift a little taller. Exhale, bring your knee to chest, then set your foot between your hands. Lower your back right heel. Square off your hips and shoulders to the front of the mat. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Sink down in it. Hips, shoulders square to the front. Right pinky edge of your foot pressing down into the mat. Roll that back foot down. Secure it in the earth. Strong legs, strong feet. Bring your right legs back, so bring your right arm under, wrapping at the elbows, wrapping at the wrists. Lift your elbows, press your forearms away. Deep breath, sink down into your warrior one. Left knee over left ankle. Pause there. Where can you relax in this posture? Don't take yourself too seriously. It's all good. Stay in the moment, not worrying about what's next. Release your arms back overhead. Warrior one. Take a big inhale. Exhale, lower your hands, frame your foot. Lift your back heel. Send your left foot tall for three-legged dog. Lower your right heel, anchor it to the earth. Bend your left knee, open your hips. Pause there, see how you feel. Maybe you stay right here and breathe. Option, shift forward so your shoulders are over your wrist. Gently lower your left foot to the earth and open your right arm, opening your chest, turning your navel to the ceiling. Deep breaths, wild thing, also called rock star. All right, begin to bring your left hand back down to the earth. Left foot lifts to three-legged dog and then lowers to meet to the right for downward facing dog. Option to breathe here or come with me for a vinyasa. If you're coming, inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga, lower halfway. Inhale, roll over feet, up dog. Exhale, lift hips high. Downward facing dog. All right, we have one more crazy move. Fallen triangle coming up. On your next inhale, slide your left foot tall to the sky. Square your hips. Take another inhale. Exhale, shift forward. Left knee goes to right ankle. Extend your left leg under your right arm. Pause there with your weight evenly distributed on your hands. Or lower your right heel and lift your right arm to the sky. Option to lift your hips tall. Maybe even get a little back bend. Put a smile on your face. Make sure you're pressing down with that left hand and the shoulder is directly over the wrist. Deep breath. Fallen triangle. One more breath and then exhale, lower your hand. Bring your knee back to the chest. Send it tall, three-legged dog. Exhale, lower. Pause there. Lower the knees and come to child's pose for recovery. Deep breath. If your heart rate is up, that means you're normal. So ragdoll yourself up to standing on your knees. Curl your toes under if you like. Inhale, reach your arms up tall. Exhale, bring your right hand, pointing your fingertips downward. Then bring your left hand, pointing your fingertips downward like your fingers are in your back pockets. Your knees are in line with your hips. Take a big inhale. And then exhale, press your hips forward and lift your chest out of your rib cage for your back bend. This is camel. Good integrity in your neck, or if your neck is safe, you can let it hang. Deep breaths. Now come back up straight. Take a little break. Sit back on your heels. Recover. You can stay right here, or you can repeat that version of camel, or you can come with me a little further. Curl your toes under if you like, or if you want to make it more challenging, put your feet flat on the earth, but don't let your knees splay out. Inhale, reach your right arm up, bring it in your back pocket. Inhale, reach your left, and bring it in your back pocket. Send your hips forward, lift your rib cage out. Option to lean back and drop your fingertips to your heels. Send your hips forward. Lift your rib cage up and back. Deep breaths. To come out of this, bring your fingertips back to your lower back, and then slowly come up. Sit back down for a little recovery. Deep breaths in through nose, out through nose. Or if you ever need to blow off a little steam, just take a big inhale through nose and let it out your mouth. Even stick out your tongue. Inhale through nose, one more like that. Exhale out mouth, lion's breath. All right, from here, walk your hands out in front of you. Align your hips directly over your knees, and then begin to walk your fingertips out in front of you, headed for puppy pose. Then let your chest sink down. Maybe you pause right here. Maybe you lower your forehead all the way to the earth. And this is another place you can put the block under your forehead. Big stretch through the shoulders, the armpits. Deep breaths. Slowly begin to walk your hands back in. Let's come to sitting. Point your toes. Hug your, put your palms on just below your knees. Sit up tall. Pull your belly button up and in. Now bring your fingertips behind your knees in the bend and lift your heels so that your shins are parallel to the earth. Option to stay right here and breathe. Chest tall, chin slightly tucked so that your neck is long, belly button pulled up and in our version of Navasana, the boat pose. Deep breath. Gaze towards your toes. And take a little break. Sit up tall, then round down. Just do 2 more rounds. Lift your feet. Shins parallel. Maybe extend one leg this time. Remember, shins parallel, deep breath. Your spine is long and lifted so that your torso stays close to that left thigh. And then lower down. Sit up tall, then round. Last one, getting a strong core here. Lift your shins parallel. Reach your fingertips long. Maybe straighten that left leg. Option to straighten both legs if you want. Deep breaths, long spine. In through nose, out through nose. Find your ujjayi breaths. Maybe you were shaking like me. Find a way to relax even in the boat pose. Relax through your face, relax through your shoulders. And bring it down. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, round. Give yourself a hug. All right, we're going to lie back on our mat. Slowly roll back, one vertebrae at a time. Send your feet out long. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, pull your knee into your chest. Ah, one of my favorites. Pause there. Inhale, lift your right heel tall. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift your left heel tall. Exhale, pull your knee in close. Let your left foot be floppy. Engage through your right leg and ankle. Deep breath. Relaxing through your chest and shoulders, neck long. Inhale, extend your heel tall. Exhale, lower it slowly. Strong core. Now, inhale, bend your knees, both knees. Send your arms out wide. Take an inhale. Exhale, slowly lower your knees over to the right. You can keep them stacked, or you can let the top one fall forward. Maybe your chin moves over towards your left shoulder. Deep breaths. Relax. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, lower. Chin goes toward right shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Hug your knees in tight. Send your neck long. Hold on to your elbows. Press your lumbar spine into the mat. Soften your shoulders away from your ears. Let your feet be floppy. Relax your feet. Relax your shoulders. Relax your neck. Shake your head yes and no. Feet come to the earth. Send your right leg long and your left leg long. Let your feet open out like a book. Let your palms open. Come to stillness. Relax your feet. Relax the soles of your feet. Relax your ankles. Relax your knees. Relax your belly. Relax your shoulders and chest. Relax your jaw. Lick your lips. Take a swallow. Release your neck. And then come to stillness. Relax all the muscles in your face. Let the tension go. Relax your eyebrows, your eyeballs, your nose, your teeth. Relax your scalp. Even relax your brain. pause there in stillness for a few more breaths. Letting your breath come normal and natural. Maybe this is your prayer today. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power,